Negli occhi l'equilibrio interiore di un monaco tibetano, sulla pelle il sole caldo della California e in pugno il bianco del magnesio. Arrampicata Chris Sharma. What would you have done if you hadn't been a climber?
It's hard.
Which kind of profession?
I don't know. It's hard to say. Maybe, maybe something artistic for sure.
Something like, for example?
Like it's really hard to say.
A dancer, because you like a dancer when you climb on the mountain.
Yeah, or a sculptor maybe, or I don't know, something. Yeah, for me, climbing is like a really creative sport. You know, it's a sport, but it's also like a really creative process to use your imagination to imagine the way up, and you're working with the rock like this. So I think it's really like a creative thing. So it's one reason why it always attracted me. I wake up in the morning and I go climbing. I live in Spain now and I climb every day. We have so many different areas, and just climbing, yeah, this is like my window that I see the world through, you know? Yeah. It's everything about climbing. When I go through a city, I look at the buildings and imagine the holds that I can, you know, the different shapes of the handholds on the walls, and wherever I am, I'm looking at the cliffs and always thinking about it through this perspective. So.
Okay, so climbing is all your life.
Yeah, yeah.
What about the motivations you still have got?
Yeah, it's hard to be in this situation when you've fallen, you know, maybe 50 times, and it's really hard for the head, you know.
Yeah.
When you have to start again with a fresh, positive attitude, and if you know that, oh, I fell 50 times before, then it's easy to think in a negative way, you know. Yeah. So it's really important to just try to just clear your mind and not think about the past, or just not worry about the succeeding, but just to be in the present moment and enjoy the movement and the climbing, and this is really when the best things happen.
You are also ambassador for Sector No Limits, so a big project. So I think you are a No Limits man.
Yeah. So for me, it's a great fit with Sector, you know. So. If I reached one goal, yeah, that maybe before I thought was like my maximum level, but if I achieved it, then I think, well, I achieved it, so then it must not really be my limit. Then I can go a little bit more.
Have you got in your life a room for fear or not?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, we all have fear and stuff like that, but just like what I was saying, it's just to be in the present moment. It's the most important thing. Then there's not so much fear, you know. And in climbing, it's possible to be in some really dangerous situations, but the most important thing is to have good judgment and take calculated risks, so that when you do it, it doesn't actually feel so scary, you know, because you know what you're doing, you know.
I'm not sure about it, but I will trust you. What about fate? Do you believe in fate?
In fate? Well, I don't know about fate, but I believe that, yeah, maybe in a way, like we end up in certain places for, you know, for the best, I guess. You know.
Chris, is there a particular sentence which defines you?
One sentence that comes to my mind is that I always really liked is just the fool who knows he's a fool is much wiser than the fool who thinks he's wise. Not take yourself so seriously and not think that we know so much, because, you know, there's always new things to discover.
Diamo così il benvenuto a Chris Sharma nel fantastico mondo di Playboy, il coniglietto più spericolato che si sia mai visto. Arco, 6 giugno 2010, Chris Sharma per Playboy. Alla prossima!